Hey guys, welcome to JasonWhiskyWise. With myself, Jason, bringing you whiskey review number 78. And today we have something rather unique, which is actually this. I got sent this sample over here from the Eden Mills Distillery. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry for fidgeting with it, but I got sent this sample and I wanted to post a review on this one as soon as possible because it's a brand new product and it's just hit the market. So I wanted to be, rather unique and have the first review of this one on the internet. So there we have it. I'm going to be doing this review now. Love the little packaging they give. Normally samples I get the drinks by the dram stuff, but look at this. This is just so cool. It looks like a milk carton, but a miniature version. So we're going to do the review on that. So I'll start off by telling you guys the name of it. It is known as the Eden Mills Art of the Blend Batch 4. So they're working on batches. It's fairly new distillery, Eden Mills, and they do some other products as well. But in terms of my review style structure, let's begin and start off with the age. And in terms of age on this one, it is specified as a non-age statement, and that is from the ambassadors I asked, and I even sent the company a tweet on Twitter, and everyone told me it was an NAS. However, if you go to their YouTube channel, I did some digging and did some diving for research, as I like to do with my whiskies, and I found out it's a 5-year-old whiskey. It spends 1 year in port casks, so rather really interesting in that. It's matured or say finished for 1 year, which is a lengthy period. So in terms of age, they say NAS, but according to their YouTube channel, 5 years old. In terms of the ABV, it's 51% ABV, so quite nice, strong cask strength whiskey. In terms of the casks, it is finished or it's more or less matured in export European oak casks. And in terms of the distillery itself, it is the Eden Mills St. Andrews Distillery, or you can call it Eden Mills Distillery. The parent company for them doesn't really specify online because they are sort of independent. So it is Eden Mills St. Andrews Limited. And in terms of the region for this one is from the lowlands of Scotland, which you'll see over here. It's just a bit north of Edinburgh, so it's not a very long distance. If you guys are driving from Edinburgh, you can quickly pop there and visit the distillery if you're on the way. So in terms of the price point on that bottle there, it is £45 for the full-size bottle, and they look really rather unique. And it's a 70cl bottle. In terms of exclusivity, you must be wondering, well, this is one of those ones they're going to produce tons of. No, it is exclusive, and it's exclusive to 1,100 bottles. It's not like when some companies say exclusive, they put like 28,000. You guys will know who I'm talking about, but this one is exclusive. It's down to 1,100 bottles, and I believe I read on the website some of them are they're individually numbered bottles as well. So in terms of caramel color, I'll let you guys judge that at home. Tell me what color you think this is. And when I saw this whiskey, it was the first whiskey I said, it's pink. But yeah, it is. It's like a salmon pink. It looks brilliant. So this is no caramel color. This is all natural, 51% goodness. So when I heard about a port cask, I had to say, I have to try this. And I love my port cask finish. I love my cask finishes. So let's dive into the review. So in terms of color, I'm going to go with a coral pink, as I was looking at the pink color chart, and coral pink matches that color quite well. So let's begin by assessing the nose. So to begin, the first impressions on the nose of this whiskey, it does start out nice and actually quite strong. That ABV is quite dominant on the initial impression on the nose, but as you leave it, let it air out ever so slightly, let it breathe, you get a bit of those cherry drops coming through, a little bit of even strawberry syrup, or maybe like even a strawberry cheesecake, and you've got that sort of strawberry, sort of syrupy strawberry bits on the top of it. It's got a nice sort of sweet, even a little hint of vanilla on the top. And then if you nose a bit deeper into this one, you're getting like, it reminds me of white chocolate, but it's like, I had this white chocolate recently that's got raspberry pieces inside, dried raspberry pieces, and when you take a bite out of that, the chocolate melts, but then you get those little crunchy raspberry pieces over there. There's almost like, what do they call them? White chocolate raspberry truffles or something like that. So you get a nice crunch, but at the same time you get the creaminess and so many flavors over there. And still the vanilla. It's working its way currently through this one. So really nice whiskey all in all on the nose, and I'm a big fan of port, so this is going to be scrutinized quite a lot. So anyway, let's work our way into the palate next. So to begin on the palate for this whiskey, it does start with that peppery spice, a little spike as well of the ABV. As you let it settle, let it go, cover the mouth. The texture for this one's more, I'd say, a light medium. It's not really powerful. Well, it's not really sort of sticking. It's not clingy. But then you get the nice sort of sweeter notes that come through. And this whiskey is literally what I'd say is sweet throughout. It's got a very nice sort of flavor profile, and the port really works well. But then on the end, I'll get to that as I get to the finish. But sort of reminds me of like a Victoria sponge. You get this sort of nice vanilla, soft, it's almost like a sponge cake, cut through the middle with nice icing of vanilla icing. And then inside you get like a tangy raspberry jam, sort of as a sort of like, you're getting those sort of red fruits, red berries more or less. Maybe even a tarty, sour Mariello cherry. Those dark cherries, very rich, but at the same time a little bit tangy and sour. A little bit of dried raspberries as well. I'm gonna have a second sip, but it's got a lot of red fruits so far on the palate. So to continue on the palate, I'm getting those raspberries coming through again. Dried raspberries, even a few sultanas in there, just adding to that sweetness. But really, I'm getting a lot of jam and sort of almost like spreads almost. It's very, very interesting. It sort of sits there a little bit in the sides of the mouth, but really, really nice. And the texture does develop ever so slightly from a light medium more into a consistent medium texture as you really get that sort of richness coming through. So next we're going to work our way into the finish, and we'll come to our conclusion on this one here, the Art of the Blend Batch 4 from Eden Mill St Andrews. So to come to my conclusion on the finish for this whiskey, it's got a really, I'd say like a medium finish as the spices really start to fade through, and then it sort of shortens out and dries up and almost dries the palate with its richness. You get a lot of those red fruits coming back, those red berries, even a little bit of red plums, and with the skins you're getting a little bit of that sour note, but at the same time very rich, and it sits into the taste buds very well. So very, very rich in texture. In terms of my comments for this whiskey, I'm going to give my rating first. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with an 85 out of 100. Oops, almost lost the glass. I'm going to go with an 85 out of 100. Put that there because I'm going to break that. 85 out of 100 because in terms of the richness for this whiskey, you're getting that really nice classic port cask finish. You're not as rich as other port cask whiskies I've tried in terms of the texture, but there's a richness because of the maturation, and that you can tell the richness from the port cask that's really been imparted. I'd probably say it's maybe spent a little more time than it should have in the port cask, and that's why it dries up really quickly on the end. But minus that, it's very well priced. In terms of money value at £45, very, very reasonable, as other many port casks that I've bought. And I bought the Cavalan Solis port, which is one of my all-time favorites, and that is like £145. So this is like effectively a fraction of that price. In terms of water, would I use it? It's optional, but I don't feel you'd get the full justice from really enjoying this dram all in all. And as for time, if you give it a little bit of time, it will start to open out. Let this whiskey breathe in the glass, and then you'll really start to see the sort of the hidden gem that this whiskey hides. But if you drink it straight away, you might get the ABV and might be put off it straight away. So that's all I'm going to say in terms of time aspect. But definitely lots of red fruits. And then also you get the cherry drops. If I had to sum it up in a few words, it's like cherry drops and raspberries. It's just really, it's like a summery drink, this one. So all in all, 85 out of 100. Let me know if you guys have tried any of the Eden Mill whiskies. And I'd like to say also thank you to the team at Eden Mill for supplying me this sample. And hopefully you guys do enjoy this one. But anyway, on that note, this has been JasonWhiskyWise. If you have enjoyed, by all means, drop it a thumbs up. Be sure to hit the subscribe button over there, which I will leave, and also some other regular uploaded videos over here. But on that note, this has been JasonWhiskyWise, and I'll catch you all for the next video.